action. Thinking about the man with no name, Unforgiven, In the Line of Fire, and a symbol of ultimate masculinity.
Clint Eastwood.
He's a dude who's been at the top of his game even at his ripe old age of 96. He's still making movies. He's still active. He showed up in my dream last night as my grandfather. He was wheelchair bound, and I had to push him around. And I wanted to talk to Clint Eastwood about his career, his life, and he did not want to talk.
That's not gonna happen.
But he wanted to spend time with me. He wanted to sit with me. So we pulled up to a bench. I sat next to him, and our shoulders were touching. It was on this side. And we sat in silence, looking at what was ahead of us. And I can't even tell you what was ahead of us because I was thinking more about the energy transference that was going on from shoulder to shoulder, the spirituality that was being passed down. That's the way that he wanted to talk to me. Shoulders are a very important part of your body. The load you bear, you not only do you carry it in your mind, but you also hold it on your shoulder. Think of that image of Atlas, the Titan, carrying the world on his shoulders. When we get tensed up, that usually impacts our shoulders too. That's when we get a massage. It's nice to get our shoulders rubbed. I feel this power that's going from him to me, and I'm feeling it right now still. It's the end of the day, and I've been thinking about this dream all day. Also, I've been thinking about the god Zeus, father of the gods, ruler of the gods, god of the gods, wears the aegis and sits highest above Mount Olympus. And the aegis is a shield made out of a hind that he wears as a symbol of his stature. He doesn't wear a crown, he wears the aegis on his shoulder. And Zeus was also the god who punished Atlas and made him carry the world on his shoulders. Before there were kings, there were gods. Before there were gods, there were titans. And before that, the creator, right? However you want to look at it, mythology-wise. These stories transcend our existence. They've been around longer than us. They've been around longer than the Bible. And this is what people believed in. All these gods roaming amongst us. And in my opinion, I like to believe that they show up in our dreams, but they're still very, very active and very real
You're the son of Zeus.
in the nucleus of our imagination. That's the power of dreams, because the dream is also saying that I got your back, I have your shoulder. You don't have to worry about any of the things that you've been worried about lately, the things that you've been anxious about, because you're being supported in the other world, in the other realm, in the spirit realm. And Clint is a trusted form. It's a form that I trust, that I admire. And he showed up literally to give me his shoulder, because he's the ultimate symbol, one of the ultimate symbols of masculinity. He was not only a movie star, but also a director, a mayor, I think a golfer, and just a tough personality. There's a reason why he's still around. There's a reason why Clint has outlasted all these movie stars from the 60s to today, and everybody still wants to work with him despite his age. And we look at aging as something that's inevitable, but also that we start writing people off. Oh yeah, this guy's old. But it doesn't have to be that way. Age is more than a number. Age is the era that you live in, what you do with your time, and how you help shape the world around you. And you start doing that with your community, with the people in your life. Are you showing up for them? Are you showing up for yourself? Are you doing the things that you are setting out to do? But Clint is also the kind of guy who's righteous, who's patient, and he brings about his own sense of justice. I started off this video saying that it was that he was my grandfather in the dream. Grandfathers are also our spirit guides, who've had a grand life before us. We can never control our dreams. They just show up. It's our spirit guides talking through us. But then later on in the dream, he wants to go to a museum, and I push him to this museum. I'm taking him there. I'm his guide. I'm his steward. There's a steps that he's got to get up to, and I go up and I bring up the chair, and I lose the balance, and the chair topples over. He falls on the side, and I'm like, holy fucking shit! I almost killed Clint Eastwood. But he's fine. He's on the side. He's like holding onto the chair, and he just had fun that he had like a cool little fall like that. And it turns out that I even though I'm strong, I don't have the strength to lift him up by myself up these 2 steps. I also need help. And I think that's where the real lesson in this is that you can be the strongest person in the world. You can feel strong. You can have all this amazing inner confidence that reflects outwardly, and it's genuine and it's real. But you can't carry your strength all by yourself. You need other people to make you stronger. And ironically, he didn't want to talk about himself, but he wanted to attend this exhibit that was about him. So I left him in the museum, and I went on my way, because the things he was interested in doing, I wasn't interested in doing. That was not my call. I needed to do something else. And I segged on from episode to episode in the rest of the dreams. Dreams are important because we spend half of our life awake and the other half asleep. Our mind gets shut off so the soul can do its work. That's what a dream does. That's the power of a dream. I do a lot of men's work, positive masculinity. I'm in that world. And Clint comes up as an example of what a true man is. He's stoic, he's cool under pressure, and he does the right thing. And even though the rules don't necessarily agree with how he does things. So, point of this is make up your rules as you go along. Do the right thing for you. And once you start attuning to your vibe and what you're doing, that's how you start helping out the community around you. So what are you dreaming about? Who's showing up? What are your dreams saying about you? Because those are your spirit guides giving you energy.